Hello and welcome to Pardon My Interruption, NGS.net style. I am the co-creator of this entire blog as well as the host for today's show. Okay, the NBA is our topic of conversation. LeBron James is announcing his decision tomorrow at 9 o'clock on national television. Of course, Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade have already announced they're going to Miami. What does this mean for LeBron? Okay, here are a couple of possible scenarios. LeBron goes to Miami with Bosh and Wade. That forms possibly the greatest trio of NBA superstars in league history. But with the cap the way it is right now, the salary cap is what I'm talking about for the Miami Heat. They don't have enough money, first of all, for LeBron unless they trade Michael Beasley. But no problem. A lot of people want him. He has a lot of talent, although the off-court issues are there. But if those three players play together, there's not enough money to get a lot of supporting players, a la James Posey, or in the past Eddie House, or even Nate Robinson for this Boston Celtics team. If LeBron goes to Chicago, where Carlos Boozer has just been signed today for a deal that could be worth up to $80 million, I think that's his best option. First of all, he gets to play with a budding young superstar in Derrick Rose, #1 overall pick in 2008. And as we've seen LeBron constantly lose in the playoffs over these last 3 to 4 years, it's because the point guard play, Mo Williams specifically, has not been good enough. With Derrick Rose, you don't have to worry about that. He's one of the league's best point guards. Okay, Luol Deng is probably going to move over to shooting guard from small forward if LeBron comes. We know what Deng's been able to do in his NBA career. A stud, no doubt about that. And then down low, Joakim Noah, one of the best defensive centers in all of basketball, really improved his offensive game, this season. Expect big things from Noah in 2010-2011, regardless of LeBron, if LeBron is there. Now, LeBron could return to Cleveland. And it'd be very interesting because Cleveland right now, even with LeBron, is probably number 4 and number 5 in the Eastern Conference. I mean, you have Orlando that made the NBA Finals in 2008. Obviously, the Boston Celtics are going to be good, especially with re-signing Paul Pierce and assume that Ray Allen is going to be back. Kevin Garnett, if he can rebound, they're looking like a number 1 or number 2 team in all of basketball. Atlanta Hawks are always tough, especially if they do get Shaq, providing a big veteran presence to that lineup. And then obviously the Miami Heat. So that's 3 or 4 teams that really, and Chicago as well. So that's 4 or 5 teams that really can contend with the Cavaliers. And then if you look at LeBron leaving Cleveland, one thing you have to realize, for all of Clevelanders, they've loved LeBron for so long. You know, part of his marketability is the hometown charm. He's from Ohio. He lived in Akron his entire life. And he hired his big-time agent right when he comes out of high school, in 2003, to hire a group of his friends to be his marketing and agents. Okay, so LeBron leaves. He then becomes the most hated athlete in all of Cleveland sports, bar none. Move aside Art Modell, LeBron James has moved into that #1 spot. Now, we've talked about Miami and Chicago and possibly Cleveland. If he goes to the number 4 option, it's probably New Jersey, or will be the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the connections there are Jay-Z, first of all. Jay-Z is very good friends. I'm talking about Jay-Z, the rap mogul. Everyone knows Jay-Z, 99 Problems, Straight Off Your Shoulder, Empire State of Mind. That Jay-Z, the rapper, yes. He owns a minority stake in the New Jersey Nets, and he, coupled with multi-billionaire Mikhail Prokhorov, provide a very tempting atmosphere for LeBron James. Plus, it's not like the team is totally devoid of talent. Devin Harris is there, a very good point guard. Avery Johnson is a solid coach. We've seen that with Dallas. Brook Lopez is a budding superstar at the center position. Terrence Williams, if he turns it around and really matures this season, he could be very solid off the bench at small forward. Obviously, you don't have much more than that. But if you acquire David Lee and LeBron and possibly Melo next season, you're looking at possibly a title contender back to the Byron Scott days in 2002. We have not yet to mention the New York Knicks, and I really don't think the Knicks have much of a shot at LeBron. Owner James Dolan is very hesitant about spending money, first of all, and they really have not had a great strategy. For so long, their entire plan for the last 4 or 5 years was, okay, we're going to get LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. Well, that didn't happen. They got Amari Stoudemire. I thought they overpaid for Amari. As Charles Barkley, who might become the general manager of the Phoenix Suns, did say, if Amari Stoudemire gets poked in the eye, he's done. Like, done for the rest of his career, done. So I don't think that was such a great signing there. Plus, Amari's never been the best player on his team. He'll definitely miss Steve Nash next year. Chris Duhon, I'm sorry, you're a nice player, but you're not Steve Nash. No one is Steve Nash. Okay, that's all the time we have here on the NBA edition of Pardon My Interruption, NextGenSports.net style. I'm your host, Daniel Radoff, signing off. Thanks for watching.